Hello everyone, and now welcome to Game 3 in the series between Moonglade and Scarlett. Game 3 taking place here on Cloud Kingdom, and as a Game 3 indicates in a best of 3 series, we are tied up at 1 game apiece. Moonglade spawning as the red Zerg on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Scarlett spawning as the purple Zerg on the top right-hand side of the map. Zerg versus Zerg, and very different strategies that I've seen in these games coming in from both of these players. Now, Moonglade did get a little bit lucky in Game 1 with that Baneling hit, and Scarlett responding very well with a quick tech to Mutalisk and then switching up to Infestors. That Infestor switch really opened things up for her as she was able to get off those fungal growths and just shut down much of the attack, coming in as well with a whole bunch of Infested Terrans. Infested Terrans, very effective range units as long as they are alive. Their greatest weakness is that they do have a time life, but if those Infested Terrans are in a position where you need to defend against them, and you can force an engagement, there's not much you can do other than trying to kill them, even though you know they'll be dead in a couple of seconds anyways. Moonglade once again opening up with what I believe to be a 15 spawning pool. We could be seeing a hatchery come in momentarily. Meanwhile, Scarlett opening up with her own 15 hatchery. So it is going to be a hatch first versus a pool first. And will Glade come out ahead, or has he learned enough, or will Scarlett come out ahead since she's using a similar build that she used in Game 2? Now, Scarlett did a very unconventional fast tech to tier 2 to get those Mutalisks out slightly faster. Those Mutalisks were able to shut down a lot of the Baneling harassment that Moonglade was looking to do. Now, Scarlett may try to do that same plan once more, since Banelings were the death of her in Game 1. Overlords are in position. Moonglade actually about to sacrifice an Overlord if Moonglade's not careful to Scarlett. A Queen will be popping out here in just a moment, and Moonglade has to realize that this Overlord is going into just a very bad place. You can see the Queen is now going to become... Nope, Queen is not coming out just quite yet. Spawning pool just now getting done, as the Overlord does have a bit of time to get back home. Scarlett sitting at 26 over 28. Meanwhile, Moonglade sitting at 23 over 26. The real difference there is that hatchery. Of course, hatcheries do provide 2 supply. And now here we have it. The Queen ready to take care and tend to this hatchery, as both sides are now making their way on into the mid-game. Moonglade sitting slightly behind right now in terms of harvesters, 23 to 23, just now taking the lead at 24 over 27. And still, I'm very curious as to what Moonglade's strategy is. Moonglade does have a slight economic advantage, as I believe he's the one that teched first. Or sorry, Scarlett's the one that has the economic advantage, excuse me. 29 over 27. No, it looks like Moonglade. All right, so there must have been a little bit of variation in terms of how many drones they're building, as we see Scarlett and Moonglade going back and forth in terms of the drone count lead. Baneling's Nest now coming in from Scarlett, and meanwhile also coming in from Moonglade. Both sides looking to just set up some very good offense and defense all at the same time. And here we have it. There is that tech to tier 2 by Scarlett, a very fast tech to tier 2. And will we see perhaps Mutalisk again, or will we be going into a faster Infestor play? Zergling's now trying to do a bit of a run by, able to get inside here and get in some easy shots onto some of those units. However, the Banelings of Moonglade in that Baneling cocoon scaring off the rest of the units, as it doesn't want to try to engage at all. Moonglade still seeing that 60 over 60 supply. Scarlett now trying to test that front door, and it looks as though the Zerglings are going to get into a little bit of a flank war. No, not going to be able to do exactly that as the Scarlett now trying to slip away. The Zerglings are the same speed here, but able to just get in some easy shots based upon the turning of Scarlett, and this is not good. Scarlett cannot give free hits on his Zerglings to Moonglade, as Moonglade will punish her for it. Here we have it now, 18 more banelings. Is that 18, 16, 17? Yeah, 18 more banelings now looking to come in. There are some banelings here. Scarlett now needs to be very careful as the Zerglings do fall to the queens. Here we have it. Banelings now trying to detonate. There goes one baneling. Another baneling may get taken down. There goes another baneling. And so far, some beautiful hits there as, wow, Moonglade actually losing a lot in this engagement. So far, the Zerglings may try to perhaps come in with the surround. Are we going to see perhaps a detonation? Yes, there's the detonation. A queen gets taken down as well, as Scarlett now forcing drones off the mineral line in order to push this attack back. One spine crawler does go. Scarlett now with a whole bunch of drones, able to finish off those units, and now more and more banelings being morphed in. Mutalisk of Scarlett now taking to the skies, hoping to shut down those banelings before those banelings shut down her base. And now, how much damage is it going to do? There goes the spine crawler, as the Mutalisks are now coming in. You can see a whole bunch of drones are still alive for Scarlett. So Scarlett, I believe, still has the no, doesn't have the economic advantage anymore. 42 compared to 38. As Moonglade now trying to add more queens. Mutalisk still flying around. What is Scarlett hoping and banking on with these Mutalisks? 68 over 68. Moonglade sitting at 62 over 68. Production tab shows more overloads coming in from Scarlett. Is it going to be enough? As we now have 8 Mutalisks in the skies. Those Mutalisks could perhaps try to come in here and get in a lot of harassment. There is only one queen only. Actually, no, 2 queens only. No spore crawlers. But is that going to be enough? Banelings now getting sniped in transit once again. Scarlett looking absolutely spot on right now, finding units in transit and taking them down without taking any real damage whatsoever. As the Mutalisks now make their way inside the main base. All right, here we go. Creep Tumor is now getting destroyed. Instead, there is an Overseer in this group coming in from Scarlett. Scarlett now chasing down one of those queens, and the queen does get transfused in time just to save it. And a beautiful, beautiful transfusion there. A queen now with a range of 7, I believe, able to push back some of those Mutalisks. The Mutalisks now trying to keep a good, safe distance away, unable to. Banelings now looking to come in. Oh, the Banelings may be able to get in here. There is some detonations, and oh, a crazy detonation there. Not exactly sure what happened, but a whole bunch of units lost by Moonglade, and a whole bunch of units lost by Scarlett, but Scarlett did come out the better of that battle. All right, Zerglings now trying to come in from the far side. Scarlett sitting at 86, Moonglade sitting at 65. Mutalisks still sitting at the Zelnaga Tower. Those Mutalisks need to deal some sort of damage if they hope to get into this game at all. Moonglade, on the other hand, still has 2 queens sitting inside his main base. And we are now seeing Zerglings try and make a move for what would normally be considered that 3rd base position here. Zerglings have arrived and will spot the Mutalisk and the hatchery as it's trying to go down. Zerglings trying to get away. Is it going to be enough? Are we going to see a fungal growth perhaps? No. Oh, there's the fungal growth. And wow, that fungal growth catching many Zerglings in transit. And there they go. About a 25 discrepancy in terms of supply. Base being rebuilt there, as Scarlett is poised to strike and finish things off. This third base here by Moonglade, now not yet fully operational, will be a quick loss of 125 resources. No, Zerglings now trying to make their way over. Is it going to be enough? No, there's the cancellation as the Zerglings are battling it up. Back over here, Zerglings now perhaps going to try to walk straight inside here and get some damage on those all-important economic drones, but there's not that many drones out on the field. Scarlett now with a whole bunch of infestors, now looking to finish things off. Has she done enough damage? That is the question that's going through her mind right now. As Scarlett is now coming in with those infestors. You can see a couple of Zerglings down over here. Mutos are now looking to come in as well. Infestors are now coming in. And here we could have a very, very bad fight as the infestors. Are they going to start dropping infested Terran? Yes, they are. And that is a whole bunch of infested Terran to unload. Where are we going with all of this? All of those infested Terrans, or what, blue versus yellow, oh, what, orange timers. And it looks as though the blue side of Scarlett is going to come out ahead. The first to cast those infested Terrans in an infested Terran versus infested Terran war usually comes out ahead, as the reinforcements are rather slow. Coming back over here, Roaches, Zerglings, and a Spine Crawler up to the job of keeping things cool and safe at this third base here. Scarlett now coming in once more with infested Terrans, and it looks like there is the GG. Well played, Moonglade. After taking game 1 from Scarlett, losing 2 straight games, the reverse all kill. I guess you can't really call it an all kill if it's only 2 games. The reverse victory coming in from Scarlett. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.